Right now, inside you, two devoted servants are working in total darkness, asking for nothing in return. We often praise our hearts for every beat or our lungs for every breath, but we rarely thank our kidneys until they stop whispering and start screaming. Most people think they are fine because they feel no pain. But that silence is exactly how these silent heroes get overwhelmed. By the time you notice the swelling or the fatigue, the unthinkable may have already begun. Today, I will show you how to listen to their whispers before the phone rings with news you aren't ready to hear. As your kidneys work tirelessly behind the scenes, they don't usually ask for much. They are the ultimate quiet professionals. But when they start to struggle, they don't send a loud distress signal. Instead, they begin to whisper through subtle, easy Thomas changes in your body that most of us simply brush off. Have you noticed that you feel a bit more sluggish when you wake up, even after a full night's sleep? Or perhaps by the end of the day, you notice your socks leaving a slight indentation around your ankles, a tiny bit of swelling that you attribute to the weather, or maybe just standing too long. You might find yourself waking up once or twice in the middle of the night to use the bathroom, or feeling a strange mental fog that makes it harder to focus on your book or a conversation. It's so easy to blame these things on stress or simply the natural process of getting older. We tell ourselves it's just part of aging. But these are not just random signs of age. They are the quiet pleas for help from your renal filters. And there is one particular whisper that most people never associate with their kidneys at all. Chronic back pain and stiff joints. There is a deep biological link between your kidneys and your skeletal system that often goes unexplained in doctors' offices. You see, your kidneys are not just filters. They are the master architects of your bone health. They are responsible for balancing the delicate levels of calcium and phosphorus in your blood. And more importantly, they are the only organs capable of activating vitamin D, so your body can actually use it to keep your bones strong. When your kidneys start to fall behind on their work, they can no longer maintain this balance. To keep your blood chemistry stable, your body is forced to make a desperate and painful trade. It begins to evacuate calcium directly from your bones and pull it into the bloodstream. The result? Your bones slowly become porous, brittle, and weak. This is why so many people suffer from persistent lower back pain or find themselves needing hip replacements as they get older, never realizing that the true source of their crumbling foundation was actually their kidneys failing to manage the construction materials. That morning stiffness you feel in your hips isn't just wear and tear. It might be the sound of your kidneys struggling to keep your framework standing. When you understand this connection, protecting your kidney health becomes about so much more than just avoiding a lab test. It's about preserving your independence, your mobility, and your ability to walk through life with strength. But how do we protect these silent heroes when they are already feeling overwhelmed? Before we look at what to add to our diet, we must address a hidden betrayal that might be happening right inside your own medicine cabinet. But ignoring these whispers can lead you to a terrifying moment. Imagine the scene. You go in for a routine checkup, the same one you do every year, expecting the usual, everything looks fine. You feel the same as you did yesterday and the day before. But a few days later, the phone rings and the doctor's voice sounds different this time. There's a heavy silence on the other end before they start mentioning numbers. Your creatinine levels are concerningly elevated. Your glomerular filtration rate, the speed at which your kidneys clean your blood, is significantly lower than it should be. Suddenly, the air in the room feels thin. In a single moment, you lose that sense of control over your own body. Words you only ever heard in hospital dramas, like chronic kidney disease, renal failure, or even the word that haunts every patient, dialysis, start to fill the conversation. It's a feeling of total helplessness. You realize that while you were busy living your life, your silent heroes were drowning, struggling to keep up with an immense workload they could no longer handle. And the scariest part? You aren't alone. Right now, over 37 million people in the United States are living with some form of kidney damage, and the vast majority of them have no idea. Most only find out when the damage is already advanced, when the whispers have turned into an emergency, and when the options for treatment become invasive, expensive, and life-altering. But I want you to take a deep breath, because this is where the story changes. This is the moment you take back the reins. Research from world-renowned institutions like Johns Hopkins and the National Kidney Foundation shows that your kidneys possess a remarkable resilience. Simple, science-backed steps can not only protect what you have, but can actually help recover lost function. Today, I'm going to reveal how you can provide your kidneys with a high-quality protective gear they've been waiting for. We are going to explore 6 powerful spices already sitting in your kitchen, natural shields that science proves can neutralize toxins and reduce the inflammation that is rusting your internal filters. But before we get to these spices, we have to talk about a hidden betrayal, a common habit that might be causing acid rain to fall on your kidneys' foundation every single day. Before we reveal the transformative power of the spices sitting in your pantry, we must first address a difficult truth. Sometimes, our greatest efforts to heal are sabotaged by a hidden betrayal, one that is likely sitting right inside your medicine cabinet. Imagine you are working tirelessly to repair a house that has been damaged by a storm. You are patching the roof and reinforcing the walls, but at the same time, without realizing it, you are pouring a slow-acting acid onto the very foundation of that house every single day. Eventually, no matter how much you fix the top, the base will crumble. This is exactly what happens when we rely too heavily on over-the-counter pain relievers, specifically NSAIDs like ibuprofen or naproxen. For many of us, especially as we age, these little pills feel like lifesavers. They take away the headache, the back pain, or the stiffness in our knees so we can get through our day. But to your kidneys, these are not helpers. They are silent betrayers. You see, your kidneys rely on a very specific, steady pressure of blood flow to function. NSAIDs work by blocking certain enzymes in your body to stop pain. But those same enzymes are responsible for keeping the blood vessels in your kidneys open. When you take these medications frequently, you are essentially starving your kidneys' filtering units of the blood and oxygen they need to survive. It's like trying to run a treatment plant while someone is kinked the main water hose. It is a tragic irony. You might be drinking your herbal teas and eating your greens, but if you are still regularly dousing your internal filters with these chemicals, you are essentially trying to put out a fire with one hand while pouring gasoline with the other. You cannot heal a wound if you are still holding the knife. The good news is that once you understand this, you can make a different choice. Before we talk about adding more supplements or superfoods, the most powerful step you can take today is to subtract the toxins that are overwhelming your system. We need to stop the damage before we can begin the restoration. Now, let's move into the light, because once you clear away the acid, you can finally introduce the 6 extraordinary leafy shields and golden armors that will help your kidneys thrive once again. Let's start with an old acquaintance you probably use every day, but have likely been using the wrong way. Let's begin our journey into the golden shields of your kitchen. The first spice on our list is an old friend found in almost every home, but its power for kidney health is vastly underestimated. I'm talking about garlic. Think of your kidneys as a sophisticated water treatment plant. To work, they need a smooth, steady flow of water. Your blood, if the pressure is too high or the pipes are narrowed, the delicate filters inside begin to break. Garlic contains sulfur compounds like allicin that act as natural plumbers. They trigger the production of nitric oxide, which tells your blood vessels to relax and widen. This allows blood to flow like a calm river rather than a high-pressure jet, protecting your renal tissues from damage. But here is the secret aha moment. If you chop garlic and throw it straight into the pan, you kill its healing power. You must crush it and let it rest for 10 minutes first. This waiting time allows the enzymes to activate the medicinal allicin. Try taking it in the morning with a little honey for the best absorption. Next is a natural detoxifier that relieves the heavy lifting your kidneys have to perform. Cumin. Your kidneys are constantly processing metabolic waste and toxins. When the load gets too heavy, they work overtime, leading to exhaustion. Cumin acts as a supporting partner by improving liver detoxification. When the liver works well, fewer toxins reach the bloodstream, creating a protective cascade for your kidneys. The mistake most people make is using old, pre-ground cumin that has lost its volatile oils. Instead, use fresh seeds, lightly toast them, and make a simple cumin tea. Drinking this warm in the afternoon is like giving your kidneys an extra cleaning crew to help with the daily chores. The third shield is particularly vital for those managing blood sugar: cinnamon. High blood sugar is a leading cause of kidney rusting or oxidative stress. Cinnamon acts as a protective cloak, neutralizing free radicals and helping to keep your blood sugar stable. This reduces the sticky damage that sugar causes to the tiny vessels in your kidneys. However, many people use too much at once, which can irritate the stomach. The trick is to simmer a cinnamon stick in hot water or sprinkle freshly ground powder over your morning oats. It's a gentle way to shield your filters from the inflammatory effects of the modern diet. Our fourth powerhouse is the root of resilience: ginger. Ginger is packed with gingerol, a compound that fights the biological rust known as oxidative stress. Your kidneys are vulnerable because they are on the front lines of toxin filtration. Ginger acts as a shield, capturing unstable molecules before they can attack your kidney cells. Many people use dried ginger, but the real power lies in the fresh root. Grate it into warm water with a slice of lemon. This not only supports detoxification, but also improves circulation, ensuring your kidneys stay oxygenated and energized throughout the day. Fifth is a spice with a unique magnetic property: coriander seeds. Modern life exposes us to environmental pollutants and heavy metals like mercury or lead, which are incredibly taxing on the kidneys. Coriander seeds possess chelating properties. They can essentially grab these heavy metals and help pull them out of your tissues. Most people ignore these tiny seeds, but adding them to your soups or stews provides a gentle daily detox. To maximize the effect, grind the seeds fresh on the spot. This ensures you're getting the active linalool that does the heavy lifting for your internal filters. Finally, we reach the absolute king of kidney protection: turmeric. Its active compound, curcumin, is perhaps the most powerful natural anti-inflammatory known to science. It creates a golden armor around your kidney tissues, absorbing the impact of daily toxins and preventing the chronic inflammation that leads to scarring. But here is the critical aha detail. Curcumin is very hard for your body to absorb on its own. If you take turmeric alone, most of it just passes through you. To unlock its power, you must combine it with a pinch of black pepper, which increases absorption by up to 0%, and a healthy fat like olive oil. This simple combination ensures the golden armor actually reaches your kidneys to do its job. These 6 spices are your personal defense team. But remember, even the best team can't work in a desert. There is one daily habit, a detail most people ignore, that determines whether these spices will actually save your kidneys or simply be wasted. Now, we have reached the most important moment of this entire journey. You can master all 6 spices I've shared with you. You can prepare your morning garlic, sip your cumin tea, and season every meal with the golden power of turmeric. But if you ignore this single daily habit, your efforts will be largely wasted. It is a hard truth, but it's one that must be told. No amount of superfoods can save a system that is running dry. The key I'm talking about is proper, consistent hydration. Think of your kidneys as a sophisticated waste disposal system. To move toxins out of your body, that system needs running water. Without enough water, your blood becomes more concentrated, thicker, and much harder for your kidneys to filter. Toxins that should be flushed away end up sitting in your tissues, causing inflammation. Even the beneficial compounds from your spices can't reach the delicate nephrons where they are needed most if there isn't enough fluid to carry them there. I know what many of you are thinking. I drink plenty of coffee and tea. But here is the enlightenment. Coffee and soda do not count as proper hydration. In fact, many of these drinks act as diuretics, actually pulling fluid out of your system. Your kidneys need pure, clean water. A good rule of thumb is to aim for about 1.5 to 2 liters a day. If you struggle with low blood pressure, as some of our viewers have mentioned, it is even more vital to sip water slowly throughout the day with a pinch of high-quality sea salt to help your body retain the fluid it needs without overloading your heart. To make this practical, let's look at your roadmap to recovery over the next 6 weeks. In week 1, your goal is simple. Focus on water and subtracting the toxins. Start drinking your water and stop the unnecessary use of those betrayer pain relievers. You'll notice within just 7 days that your urine becomes clearer, a visible sign that your kidneys are starting to breathe again. By weeks 2 and 3, start introducing 1 or 2 of our golden shields, like garlic and ginger. You likely feel less bloated as your kidneys regain their ability to balance the fluids in your body. By weeks 4 to 6, as you incorporate the remaining spices like turmeric and coriander, your energy levels will begin to stabilize. The mental fog starts to lift. If you were to take a blood test now, this is often when you begin to see real, measurable improvements in your creatinine and filtration numbers. It isn't about a miraculous overnight fix. It's about a consistent, gentle rhythm. Your kidneys didn't get overwhelmed in a day, and they won't recover in a day. But by providing them with the water they need and the spices that shield them, you are giving them the tools to rebuild your health from the foundation up. But as we reach the end of our time today, there is one final reason why this journey matters, and it has nothing to do with lab results and everything to do with the people you love. As we draw this journey to a close, I want you to remember that taking care of your kidneys is about so much more than just a lab result or a number on a chart. It's about a deep, fundamental respect for the life you've been given. We often think that focusing on our health is a personal choice, but in reality, staying healthy is one of the most selfless acts you can perform for the people who love you. Protecting your kidneys today is the greatest gift you can give your family. If your kidneys could talk, they wouldn't dwell on the mistakes of the past, the years of processed food, or the nights of poor sleep. They would simply ask for a promise that you will be there for the moments that matter. They want you to be there at the dinner table, sharing stories with your children. They want you to have the strength to lift your grandchildren and the independence to walk through your golden years with dignity. By choosing that extra glass of water today, by crushing that clove of garlic, and by making the conscious decision to stop the hidden betrayals in your medicine cabinet, you are making a vow. You are promising your loved ones that you won't become a stranger sitting beside a dialysis machine. You are building a future where you remain the pillar of your family, strong, vibrant, and present. Don't wait for a scary phone call to start caring. Place your hands on your lower back right now. Feel the warmth of your own body and offer a silent thank you to these tireless heroes. A small change today is a late arriving apology for the past and a golden insurance policy for the future. You have the power to protect your framework, to clear the fog, and to watch your kidneys and your life thrive. Because your health is the foundation upon which every memory with your family is built, I really want to hear from you. Have you ever had a kidney scare? Or do you have a specific way you like to use these spices? Please share your story in the comments below. Your experience could be the exact motivation someone else needs today. If you found this helpful, leave a like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss our next journey toward better health. Take care of your silent heroes, and I'll see you in the next video.